This video is gonna be about single note riffs. Single note riffs are pretty cool. The first one that I ever heard was the Immigrant Song when I was about 14 years old. That was, I guess, the riff that got me going with the single note family of riffs. What was the riff that de-virginized you when it comes to single note riffs? But first of all, if you're new to my channel, my name is Rio Wolfhard. I'm a guitar player from a hard rock band called Wolf Spirit, based in Germany. And on this channel, I basically just share all the musical things that inspire me. Be it guitars, be it amplifiers that I like to use, stomp boxes, pedals, pedal boards. I talk about other guitar players, licks, I analyze guitar solos, and do videos like this one on the single note riff. So without further ado, here we go. My first single note riff on my list today is by White Zombie, and I really like that riff. I basically listen to it almost every day because it's on the playlist, on my Spotify playlist that I use when I go hit the gym and do some pumping and some strength training, stuff like that. So it goes like this. Okay, and that little coda that I just played right at the end, that's like something that we're gonna find with many single note riffs, that there's like a little ending, a little coda to come with that riff. Not always, but often. But for me, that doesn't really count. The single note riff basically is just this one. It's just groovy. It's got balls. It has this almost hip hop kind of sound. I mean, especially when the drums come in, especially when the vocals come in, and he's doing like this. Okay, I don't know the vocals. And actually, the name of that song is Thunder Kiss 65. I guess should I mention that. Let's go on to the next riff that's on my list. Okay, let's see what we got here on my list. I got Funeral Bell by Zakk Wylde by the Black Label Society. Man, I gotta switch the guitar for that one. It just keeps on going like that, and it's the perfect foundation for putting chords over a riff like that. And that's with all single note riffs. They have that character that you can just put like chord changes above that riff. You can do cool vocal lines or guitar solos. You know, I guess you gotta do that in a song arrangement. You know, you want to make it exciting. You want to make stuff happening, and if you have just that thing, man, then you either gotta play it like the most exciting thing ever, or you're gonna put arrangement-wise some stuff above that riff, use that as your foundation, and put movement above that riff. So, I mean, that's just such a big, fat, and again, ballsy sound. Again, we have that thick, almost hip-hop groove. I mean, here in this case, it's not a hip-hop groove as much as with Thunder Kiss 65, but still, it's damn groovy, and yeah, it's kind of similar to White Zombie, I guess. Yeah, I don't know the exact ending of that thing, but it's something there. Really cool riff. I love to listen to that one. I got Children of the Grave. I'm just gonna stick. Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna change the guitar to my SG. Children of the Grave is a little bit different one because on my list it's the only one that has triplets in that and has kind of like that shuffle feel. It goes like this. Then you got a little ending. That was kind of, well, I was kind of trying to play both parts right now at the same time. So that foundation, just such a cool riff. As I said, it's got that shuffly triplet feeling in there, opposed to the other ones that we had, and also opposed to the other ones that I have on my list for today. It really is something special. I first heard that riff when I was about 20 years old, so I kind of discovered, I came late to the party for Black Sabbath. I knew about the band, but I haven't listened much to them. And it wasn't till I was doing a family vacation in Ireland, and I don't know, but somehow we just found this Black Sabbath CD in the rental car, and it was Master of Reality CD, and that's where that song is on, The Children of the Grave. It's such, and that's what I associate that riff with. It's just driving with that car through the beautiful Ireland landscape, having a good time, and listening to Children of the Grave. But besides that, I mean, it's an awesome riff. It's so doomy, gloomy, dark, and evil. That's the stuff. On the other hand, that I feel with that riff. Let's go on. Let's check out what else do we have. Of course, the Immigrant Song. Let me put on some reverb for the Jimmy Page. Like in my head right now, I can just hear that. Again, the foundation is that riff, and it's like it's calling for something, for some high movement. I mean, there's so much been said about the Immigrant Song that I kind of feel stupid to do like an analysis. I first listened to the song when I was 14. It's the first song that had a single note riff, I believe, like in that strength. Might have listened to some before that, but then only passively. Like that was the first time when I consciously, actively thought like, yeah man, he's just playing like one note. And I mean this octave, it really doesn't count. It's the same note. And I guess it's the basis for Zakk Wylde and for White Zombie and for all musicians, heavy metal and hard rock musicians who came after Led Zeppelin. I kind of feel that this is the foundational riff that they are what it all comes back to, you know? And I've thought about the Immigrant Song, and I wanted to find out like what did Jimmy Page listen to come up with that. I know he listened to, in England, they had a genre called skiffle, which was like a folk thing, I guess, with a lot of acoustic guitar. And I know that they have that kind of rhythm in there, like they just play normal chords. You know, something like, oh, my guitar's so detuned. Oh, wait a sec. So I know that in that skiffle genre they play stuff like so that basically you just have your normal campfire chords, and then you got this kind of rhythm going on in your right hand. And see, if I just take that rhythm and I gotta alternate it, of course I have to tweak it a little bit, that right hand rhythm. It's definitely not coming from the blues, it's definitely not coming from Muddy Waters or Howlin' Wolf, or you know, that was the other things that people like Jimmy Page, Eric Clapton, you know, the British blues invasion. That was just the stuff that they listened to, like the Delta blues stuff, Robert Johnson, all that. But if you listen to that kind of traditional blues, you're not gonna find single note riffs. Like, I haven't found one. Like, if you happen to know one, please put it in the comments, because I was actively searching for that kind of riff in the traditional blues genre, and I couldn't find it. So I really believe it comes either from skiffle or from listening actually to classical music. You know, the bolero, wum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum wa ba 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 bum, or that marching kind of classical music style. You know. Let's check out the next riff. What do we have here? We got another one from Zakk Wylde. So let me switch the guitar again. So Stillborn goes something like this. Again, we have like all these 16th notes paired with 16th note, 8 note, and 8 notes, and then we got that little squeal. It's a pinch harmonic, and he's doing that pinch harmonic, especially when you would normally play it like this. And I mean, see the see the similarity to the Immigrant Song and Stillborn. But now he's doing it without that octave, and he's kind of doing the octave with the pinch harmonic, right? Just doing like that. And again, just like in the Immigrant Song, where you would have high vocal lines coming in, it's the same thing with Stillborn. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But just listen to the song. Then you have these high vocal lines, these cool melodies coming in, and they're like chord changes over that foundational riff. For me, the Stillborn riff is like the perfect example for what it comes down to when playing single note riffs. It's all about the right hand, and it's all about being really, really precise and getting it down to really groove and feel good. Just like with Funeral Bell and with White Zombie and Immigrant Song and Children of the Grave, Stillborn, you know, it just sounds badass. It's got these balls. And you're only gonna get that when you really dig into your guitar with the right hand. And he's actually doing that on Stillborn. He's doing it so much so that he's even got that control of the pinch harmonics. I mean, they're all over the place. They're especially on that high octave note, but they're everywhere in between as well. Unfortunately, the strings on this guitar are so old that I'm kind of missing on that overtones that I would need right now to demonstrate that, but I'm just going to stick to this guitar anyway because, you know, it's a Les Paul and, you know, Zakk Wylde. Yeah, like, put it in the comments. Did I miss any single note? I'm sure I missed some single note riff that's out there. Single note riffs is like a category of riffs for itself, and with my band Wolf Spirit, I kind of missed out on creating one for my band, and I'm certainly I'm gonna do that now. Now that it's on my kind of, you know, it's on my to-do list now. We already did like 5 albums or something with the band, but for some reason I cannot remember that I've done a single note riff. Like, at least I can't remember that I did one. I hope I'm not forgetting my own riffs. People, put it in the comments below how you liked this video. I hope it was informative, or at least entertaining for you to watch. And yeah, put some comments down there, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.